So you're going to start in a kneeling position. Raise the arms up, inhale. Grab your right wrist with your left hand and just gradually pull to the left hand side. So now you should be feeling a nice stretch in the right side of your body. Just breathe into it here. And raise the arms up, inhale. And then do the same on the other side. So you'll hear that my breathing is quite loud, louder than the normal breath. So this is called Ujjayi breath. So just place your hands back down. Ujjayi breath is a form of pranayama, and we use this for several different benefits, but one of it is to clear the nerves and clear the pathway so that prana, so that life force energy can circulate around the body. So to do this Ujjayi breath, you need to feel like you're sucking a straw through your throat. So I know it sounds quite strange, but it's kind of like contracting your throat muscles. So it's you don't have to do this. If you can't, that's fine. If you can't do that, then just take deep inhales and exhales. And I will be telling you to inhale and exhale as we do the different movements. You may struggle to follow this, which is absolutely fine. Yeah, just try and do what you can, but don't worry if you cannot stick to it. As you do progress with yoga, you will get used to the inhales and the exhales. So don't worry too much just now. So we're going to start with some Chandra Namaskar. So normally I would do more warm-ups, but for the basis of this video, I'm going to go straight into it. So we're going to come into a standing position. So now this is called Chandra Namaskar. This is basically a moon salutation, so it's a good warm-up for the body, gets the blood flowing. So we're going to raise the arms up, inhale, and then slightly bend backwards, and then come back down, exhale, forehead comes to knee, and inhale, bring the right leg back, knee on the ground, and then inhale, arms come up, come back into a back bend, and then exhale, bring the other foot back and come into a downward facing dog. This one is actually called a mountain pose. It's slightly different, so you keep the feet together, legs together, and just push down. Just breathe here. From here, on your next inhale, we're going to come up to a plank. And as we start to exhale, we're going to bring the knees, chest and chin to the ground. And inhale into Bhujangasana, which is like an upward facing dog. And now tuck the toes under and come back down into a downward facing dog. Or mountain pose, feet together. Now we're going to bring the right foot in between the hands. Left knee goes down, and then we're going to come up. Inhale, and then slightly bend backwards. And then exhale, bring your hands back down, tuck under your foot and bring your foot to meet with the right. And then inhale, exhale, forward fold. Now inhale, raise the arms back up, slight bend, and then come back into pranayama, prayer position. Okay, so now we're going to do that again, but on the other side. So inhale, raise the arms up, slight bend. Exhale, come to forward fold, forehead to knee. Exhale, bring the left leg back. Left knee goes down and arms come up. Inhale, slight bend. And then exhale as you bring the arms back down and come back down into a downward dog or mountain pose. And then maybe just stretch out the calves here if they're a bit tight. Okay, so from here we're going to come, inhale into a plank, and then as we exhale bring the knees, the chest and the chin down to the ground. And then inhale up into Bhujangasana. And then tuck in the toes, come down into a downward dog. Now I call it downward dog, but it is actually mountain pose. It's slightly different for Chandra Namaskar. Now bring the left leg in between hands, right knee goes down, and come up, a slight bend in the back. Exhale, hands down, bring feet together, forehead to knees, and then come back up. Nice back bend there, and back into prayer position. Well done. Hopefully you're feeling a little bit warmer now. Okay, so from here we're in prayer position. You're going to bring your right knee up to the chest as far as you can, and then step to the other side of the mat. So from here we're going to pivot our feet around. I'm going to raise the arms up and come into a high lunge. It's also known as Warrior One. You can shorten your stance here, and this will be a Warrior One. Or if you're on your tiptoes, you can do a high lunge. Okay, so from here, come back into prayer position and slowly rotate your torso to the right, and then bring the outside of your left elbow to the outside of your right knee. And then feel the twist here. Now you can modify here if needed. You can bring your left hand down. You can actually use a block also. Put the block here, hold on to it, and then put the arm up. You can even take a bind if you wish. Whatever feels best for you in this position. Okay, so from here we're going to come back into prayer position, and now kick off with your left leg and come into a Warrior Three. Now keep your drishti here. Drishti is your gazing point, so find a gazing point. This will help you with your balance. Okay, now take your left leg back, step back, bring the arms back out, and then we're going to pivot around to the left side. And now inhale, arms up, come into a high lunge. From here, come into prayer position. We're going to rotate our torso to the left now. The right elbow comes to left knee, and stretch. Again, you can use a block, you can modify if needed, bring the hand down, whatever feels best for you. Okay, so from here, I'm going to twist back round, keep hands into prayer position and kick off with the right leg. Find your gazing point, your drishti, and we're going to come into Warrior Three. Well done, everyone. Okay, bring your right leg back. So now we're facing forwards. Okay, now place your hands on your waist. Take a deep breath in, lengthen the spine, and now we're going to stretch forwards. Okay, just breathe here. Now place your hands so that your palms are in the same line as your heels. Just really try and push down. Try and get your forehead or the crown of your head as low to the ground as possible. And breathe. Never forget to breathe. Place your hands on the waist. Inhale, come back up. Okay, now interlace the hands at the back of you and inhale. I'm going to pivot forward again, bringing the head down. And just let the arms fall back as far as possible. Great, okay, so now bring the hands forwards in front of you and just walk your hands to the top of your mat so that they're at either side of your foot. You can place the block to the side and step the right leg back so you're in plank. Okay, so now from here we're going to twist onto our left foot. So come into a side plank, raise the right arm up, look up to the ceiling if you can. Now if you're able to do so, bring your right leg up. Very good, and just breathe here. Okay, now step the right leg back behind you, and then we're going to come back with our arms, come to a wild thing. This is a nice chest and heart opener. Bring the hands back to centre, into plank position. I'm going to do the same on the other side. Pivot round to the right side, arm comes up. Now left leg comes behind you, along with the left arm. Really open up that heart. Okay, come back down to plank. So from here we're going to come down into downward facing dog. Now inhale, bring the right leg up. Exhale, knee comes to right elbow. Inhale, leg back up. Exhale, right knee to left elbow. Inhale up again. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, leg up. And then bring your right foot, between your hands. And then come to a low lunge. Inhale, arms come up. I'm going to exhale, turn to the side, and then come back into reverse crescent lunge. Now windmill the arms back down, step back into plank, and we're going to do a vinyasa, so lower down to the ground. Come back up into a cobra or upward dog. And then step back into downward dog. So now we're going to raise the left leg up, inhale. Exhale, knee to left elbow. Inhale, leg comes up. Exhale, knee to right elbow. Inhale, leg up. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, leg up. Now bring your left foot between your hands and come down into a low lunge. Inhale, arms come up. Now exhale, twist round to the right hand side and look back. Now we're going to come back into a reverse crescent lunge, so right hand comes back, left hand comes over. And then windmill the arms back round, step back into plank. And then again, down into chaturanga, up into upward facing dog, and down into downward dog. So from here now we're going to raise the right leg up again. Now bring the knee forward, but bring it in front of you, so this is pigeon. So now we're going to bring our left leg back and keep our chest up and open. Now you may need a block for this, so if you do, just place it under the right bum cheek and just stay here for a moment. So now you should, they say that you should ideally have a 90-degree angle, but I myself do not have the flexibility to do so, and obviously you may not as well, so that's fine. Just keep it as wherever is comfortable enough for you. Okay, so from here we're going to come down onto our forearms. See if you can bring your head down to the ground. And just feel the stretch in the side of the right leg. It's a good hip opener also. And then come back up. Okay, tuck the toes in and just bring the legs back into plank. And now come into downward dog. Okay, inhale, raise the left leg up. Exhale, so we're going to do the same, so bring the knee in front of you and slide the right leg back. Use the block if you need to. Okay, breathe. And I'm going to exhale, 4 hands down. And try and bring your head down if you can. Just breathe here, breathe into the hips. Lovely, okay. Take the block away. Come back down into your plank. And then come down into chaturanga. Upward facing dog. And downward dog. Now from here, if you are able to do so, we're going to practice a headstand. If you're not able to do a headstand yet, you can do a shoulder stand. So with a shoulder stand, you're going to lie on your back. You're going to bring your legs up and then gently roll the legs up. Place your hands onto your lower back. Try and bring your elbows in as much as possible. And you're just going to stay here. Do not move your neck in this position. Just gaze at your feet. Okay, and for the headstand, you're going to find the space between your elbows by grabbing hold of each elbow like so. This ensures that your elbows are directly underneath your shoulders. So from here you're going to interlace your fingers. Place your hands just near the crown of the head. Come into a downward dog, where it's kind of like a dolphin downward dog, and walk towards your head. Now bring the knees out and then raise the legs. Now you are in your headstand. Always good to have a drishti at this stage so that you don't lose your focus and so that you'll keep your balance here. So from here, for those that were in the shoulder stand, we're now going to do the counter balance, the counter pose to that inversion. So what you're going to do is fish pose. So that is to bring your head back as possible and just release the neck open and just breathe into it. And then from the headstand, we're just going to come into a child's pose.